children of light. Look upon the inside, tell me it's right. No, we come soon, sun and the moon. The ancients will rise, now to the stars. We've walked on the canyons. You will be the ones that stand with us. Dishonor of the sun. I'm living from every woman the ancients will come. Lyrics are the canyons. You are not alone. What if not is so serious and they're true? You will be the ones this good will choose. Let's stay young and not we've wandered off the canyon's edge. You are not alone, we'll stand with you. Undivided stones still standing true. You will be the ones this earth will choose. Let the black snake come. Goodbyes and memories of things that linger in me. No one to say all that you feel and can see. Standing beside you, reaching the goal of solid. That's inside you, speaking in silence within. But begin to be part of something more, standing at the shore once again. Long is the way of the time that is still holding on to us all.
Zeppelin versus conservatives.
I love it.
Oh boy, I don't know if I should go there or not.
I know, it's a little scary. A little scary.
The Smoky Folk playing right here, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is Drew Biney's band, which I don't know if they're together anymore, but
Right.
it's a fun record. Thank you for sharing, Barb Hensick. I hope you did it horizontally. I'm joking.
Love it.
Oh boy, what a week.
Yeah. Happy New Year, right? That's what I titled this one. Happy New Year?
Who's ready for 2022? Woo-hoo!
I'm going to take the blue thing down. We're ready, aren't we? We're
Sure.
ready. Yeah, let's take the blue thing down. There we go. Now we're here. I like it. Hello, everybody. Glad to see everybody here. Hi, Michelle. Haven't seen Michelle Bale in ages. She's, I met her in Minot, North Dakota. A long, long time ago. A long, long time ago. We're talking mid-90s.
That's been a minute.
Yeah. Why don't you flip your headphones around and try it? Your cord is going right over your face. There you go. That'll be better. I love it.
All right, let's come together. Let's do this. Al Hutchins.
He saw on RFD TV. Yeah. Saw the Statlers on RFD TV.
Al Hutchins is back.
He's back. He's doing better. Yay! We missed you, buddy.
Al, we hope you're doing great.
Michelle lives in Jamestown, North Dakota now. All right. Good to see you, sweetheart.
Barb is ready for 2022.
Oh, yeah.
So am I.
Let's fast forward.
I want to cancel my subscription.
Yeah.
I'm done with my 5-day trial.
Yeah, we got the free trial. We're done with it.
That was the longest December 27th, 37th ever.
37. Oh, my God. Oh, the longest December 37th ever. Okay, I got to go over here and figure this out.
Oh
over
my
here.
gosh, how is everybody doing? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh my god, dude. No
I'll just
way.
never stop singing.
My mom was
Music is my expression. There are so many emotions. Singing has changed my life. I think it's the best way to tell it. Wow.
I just did it for the girls.
I don't know, it's just like fun.
Music makes me feel alive.
I guess I'm just an attention whore.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh!
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Chris Pressler?
Hi, Chrissy Pressler. Leetta. Hi, Leetta. I went to high school with Leetta.
Al Hutchins has some legal painkillers.
Legal painkillers.
We are
What?
so glad to see you, Al.
Yes,
for real.
We are. We are.
We got legit worried about you, bud.
That's
and
right, Doug.
it's good to see you.
Made it through the first week, Doug says. Yeah, we have.
We made it through the first week.
Oh my God.
We're going to have to take this year 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Seems like we might have to take it like one day at a time, like because I don't know, because
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you.
I don't know how that goes exactly.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know if I got that right or
Couldn't
not.
harmonize with you very well.
Hey guys, how are you?
Oh my God, is everybody exhausted?
Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. We will talk about things that are going on.
Yes, of course
Don't
we will.
worry, I'm not going to put my head in the
I'm
sand.
not going to dwell on it though.
Oh,
Julia, really?
Julie just listened to our chat from last year, 110-20. I'll bet it was
Boy,
awful.
I bet that was surreal. Yeah, that was like before COVID.
No, it's funny that she says this because
take
literally this week I went back and started listening to some of our old chats
So did I.
as well.
Yep, so did I.
And we were terrible. We were just absolutely terrible. Like not even listenable. It's amazing how much you just got to jump in and do this shit before you'll get to a place where you feel like you're worth a shit. We've got a really fun video that we are working on right now that we are probably going to release out there. Maybe a Patreon thing. I'm not sure. But when Tara and I used to first try to record each other way before Unsung Dreamers ever started, way before obviously Screamers. And we just would set cameras up and then we would be like, sit in front of it. And we wanted to start doing videos.
Okay, let's
but
talk.
We didn't really know what to do or what to talk about.
Oh my God.
Guys, I have got some footage of the two of us. It is painful. It is painful. We just sit on these stools and just stare at the camera. And then we start getting mad at each other because, well, what do you want to talk about? It's like, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? And we are speechless, absolutely speechless.
I think we have 20 minutes of silence on one of them.
I'm talking 20 minutes of this, like the two of us staring at the camera and getting madder and madder and madder because we don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do it.
Didn't know how to do anything.
And I have all that shit on film, man. It is hilarious.
We never deleted it because we were hoping that we'd
and
get
we're
better at
gonna
it.
put it out there for you to see it because it's so funny. So yeah, listening to old episodes
It's surreal.
is always kind of embarrassing, but it's also like, well,
That's how you
we
get
didn't know
better.
what the hell we were doing. Hopefully
Yeah.
we're getting a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, are we? I hope that's what you meant, Julia.
Yeah, she's like,
Maybe that's what
boy,
she-
that was surreal.
Oh, you guys were awful. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure she didn't mean that, but well, maybe she did. I don't know. She might mean that.
Who knows?
Yeah, the Statler dude's voice is low. Yeah, it is. Harold had a very deep voice. It was great. Nice
God
for
rest
saying
his soul.
that.
Harold.
God rest his soul.
You funny motherfucker.
I think 2020 took him, didn't he? Didn't it? Yes,
I think so.
So Jesus Christ, we don't even have him on the list. I don't think
Harold is gone.
he is Gandhi.
So anyway, getting right into
Getting
it.
right into it. Are we just gonna jump head first?
Obviously, there's a situation going on.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna butt in real quick. We have a disclaimer that we're gonna start playing before the show, but that's not this. This is a different kind of disclaimer. We are known to not be political on this show, and the segment you're about to listen to is not politically biased by any means. We are not trying to be political, but we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. We just have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not a political thing. Like, we're not. Anyway, this is not a political podcast, but fuck it. We've got to talk about it.
Okay. Don't get all serious.
I'm not.
Julia Cobb.
Okay.
She said,
What did she say?
I love all the episodes. I think you've gone from okay to good to great, and your awesome personalities get a 10 out of 10 on every episode.
Aw, thank you, sweetie. Cool.
But yeah, that's part of what we're saying. Like we go back and listen to old stuff too, because we want to constantly critique ourselves and constantly try to get better. And it's just like, man, there's some terrible shit
Oh yeah, totally.
that we have done. And I just mean, like, it just wasn't good. So yeah, anyway, I think we should probably make clear right out of the gate that as far as this Capitol building shit, okay?
Capitol building shit. That's a good one. That's the headline they should put.
The bottom line is there is just no way to say like, oh, I'm good with it. There's no way. It wasn't good. It wasn't a smart move. We got all these reports now. They're just all filing in from all these places. Oh, there was Antifa, and oh, it was this, and oh, where was the police, and oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, they were allowed in because this was planned, blah, blah, blah. What I want to do, I want to get in that plane, and I want to get way up off the runway.
Yep.
Okay? Way up off the runway in the thought process of all of this, because you really can't grab a hold of the story that you like and decide that that's what your opinion of what happened yesterday is.
That's right.
No matter what side you're on, you can't do that. Unless you're right there living it. If you know absolutely everything, if you are the head of the FBI, maybe I would listen to you. But if you are not that high up in the hierarchy, I really don't give a shit what you say, right or left.
Right.
Because all of those details and all of those, this is the same guy that, look at this picture from him. Obviously, you guys don't actually have any idea how good of a software Photoshop is.
Right.
But we're not going to get into that.
No.
Because I want to be way up off the runway. Way up off the runway. I was not happy about it. I am sad about it. I feel like that should not have happened. This has nothing to do with whether you're a Trump supporter or whether you're on the left and you're more liberal. It doesn't really, I don't fucking care. I've got so many friends that are on both sides, and I have always been very careful to just try to keep my position with my friendships and my family and my peers in a place where it's like, bro, doesn't really matter. I don't go one way or the other. And let me tell you, which I've already told you many, many times on this show, I've already told you, algebra is the very best subject we ever took in school. For anybody out there that's just like, oh, algebra sucks. I hated algebra. What's the point? Can I tell you something? You are learning for the last 4 years. You are learning what the point of algebra is.
Yeah.
The overall concept of it is you need to balance an equation. So when you were in 7th grade and you didn't understand why we need to solve for X, why we need to solve for Y, why are there letters and numbers? And it's so confusing. I hate algebra. I'll never use it in my life. You're using it every fucking day. And yesterday was an amazing example of people hating algebra for the last 40 years. What I mean by that
Please.
is no matter where you're at, the right or the left, you've got all these passions and these feelings about what you believe and what you think should happen and how you think you can make a change. But when you go to the extremes, and you go take over the Capitol building, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. That doesn't solve a damn thing. And I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not anti-Biden. Okay? The reason why I can say that is because I love algebra. And algebra is about balance. I have got friends on the left who can make a lot of sense when they're not stupid fucking idiots and calling a bunch of people a bunch of fucking names,
Right.
which is what I just did, right? That's not good.
It's not good.
To just be left and call everyone on the right a fucking idiot. It's not good to be on the right and call everybody on the left a fucking idiot. We obviously all have legitimate passion, legitimate feelings, legitimate hopes and dreams and desires for what our life on this earth could be until we finally fucking croak and end up underneath a big giant rock. Okay? So the balance of trying to hear it out from your friends who don't agree with you politically, from your friends who don't agree with you religiously, to try to hear it out and wonder, why are you so passionate? Why are you so passionate to do extreme things? I'd like to hear what that passion is, because the extremities on both ends, okay? Burning down a bunch of fucking buildings, that's not good. Going and sieging,
Whatever they're calling it, they're pulling out all the good words.
sieging the Capitol building, that's not good. Those are extremities. You know what that is? That's not algebra. That's not the math that God has given us to balance our equations and be cool, honey bunny. Okay? You realize that scene in Pulp Fiction when the crazy bitch gets up on the table in the diner and starts pulling her gun out and starts talking about how she's going to kill every motherfucker in this room. That's not algebra. And guess who understands algebra?
I don't remember the character's name. I'm ruining your preach.
Name the actor.
Fucking Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson knows algebra because he turns to the crazy wife's boyfriend and says, you need to tell that bitch to settle down. Just be cool. And then he turns to his girlfriend and says, be cool, honey bunny. Do you remember that scene? Be cool, honey bunny. You know what that scene was? It was Algebra 101.
That's right.
Don't be extreme. Just be algebra, sons of bitches. Right?
That's right.
So absolutely no justifying what happened yesterday. Absolutely no justifying busting up and burning and breaking windows and burning apartments down. I'm sorry. Both of them are real dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are real dumb, and it's not good. It's not good. I don't really give a shit what side you're on.
No.
All of it is not good. You get up off the runway and you got to start thinking, okay, I don't give a shit about specific people. I don't give a shit about specific news stories. I don't give a shit what you think you know so much about living in Springfield, Missouri. The only thing Springfieldians really know the most about is Bass Pro. Like
some of them don't even know about that.
We can school the world on Bass Pro. If anybody has questions about Bass Pro, Springfieldians, especially the ones that have been here a long time, can be like, oh, I'll tell you about Bass Pro. Here's where it started. Here's where it is. Here's the story behind it. That's the only thing Springfieldians can be like bosses about.
Yeah.
Bosses about.
Mhm.
You cannot be a boss about what happened at the Capitol building tomorrow because you read
Yesterday.
an article. What?
Yesterday.
Did I say tomorrow?
You said tomorrow.
I am losing my mind,
You're losing
people.
his mind. It's gone.
I just predicted the future that the Capitol building is going to be sieged tomorrow
Oh
again.
my God! Don't do that. Don't say that.
I'm joking.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
But please, 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 as a Springfieldian, don't try to school me with paragraphs of things that you think you know everything and you know how it all happened. You weren't there. Unless you were, let me know.
Yeah, if you were
weren't
there.
You're just reading articles that are either written by another extreme conservative or another extreme liberal. And we have no idea if those details are accurate to the way things go and on. The only thing you know is Bass Pro. That's all you know. And AG. You know Assemblies of
An
God.
AG.
Springfield people know Assemblies of God and they know Bass Pro.
David,
Other than that, I am not interested in the fuck anything else you say about politics. Jesus Jones, you know nothing.
National flag of Springfield is camo, says David Wenzel.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the fucking truth. I'm sorry if that burns a little bit. I'm sorry if it burns my right friends or burns my left friends, but come on, don't go read an article and then come back and tell me like, oh, I know what happened. No, you don't have any idea what happened.
And please, God, stop posting shit before researching it. Please stop it.
All right, so that's not the
Okay.
point. I'm not even mad at you. I love
But
you all.
still.
I love all of you. I
Yeah,
do.
That's true.
All I'm saying is let's get up off the runway, bro.
Yeah.
You know how different the world looks when you're in a plane that's at about 10,000 square feet. See, I'm a cabinet maker, which I'm going to talk about here in a
We're
minute.
going to talk about that.
But I wasn't referring to square feet. I don't think you get off on a plane and get up to a certain amount of square footage.
It's not. It is not.
But the amount of linear footage,
Linear?
the amount of linear footage. Yes, Greg Cotton says Cashew Chicken and Brad King.
Brad Pitt.
Bass Pro.
Pitt. Brad
Did I say
Pitt.
Brad King?
Oh my God.
I'm losing my fucking mind, people.
Brad King is somebody else entirely.
All right, Cashew Chicken and Brad Pitt and Bass Pro
Yeah.
and Assemblies of God. Those are the only four things
That's it.
that anyone that lives in Springfield is allowed to talk
But
about.
they don't even know about that either.
You don't
Jeez.
really know that much about that. Coming up in 2021, we are going to interview the owner of Lucy's Chinese Food,
Yes,
and
we
we're
are.
going to talk about cashew
We're going to
chicken.
talk about some chicken.
Because I want to get into, I want to get that story.
I want to butt in. Look who's here again. Hamza from Morocco. He's
What's
back.
up, Hamza?
He's back. He's back. He says, how are you, Dan and Terrell and
Good
Fritz?
to see you. We're doing great.
We
Hamza.
are good. So glad to see you showing up and talking to us. You win the award of our what is it called? The most travel. Wait. Travel.
You should have had this joke
travel-
worked out before you opened your mouth.
Yeah, I don't do very good at that. But you're the farthest away. That's all I'm trying to say. The farthest away guy. How about that? Yeah.
Ben Russell, generally speaking, fuck politics.
Fuck
yes.
politics.
And this is why I'm trying to get to something. I'm actually not talking about politics.
No.
I'm talking about getting up off the runway and start to understand that why is this all happening?
Right.
Why is it? I don't care what your details are. I don't care what article you read. I don't care what you think the Washington Post said. Go fuck a dick, all of it. If you're going to tell me to fuck a dick, I'm going to tell you to fuck a dick. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about why did it happen? Why has the left been so outraged this last 4 years? Why has the right been so outraged in the last few days? It's that kind of stuff.
Right.
And one of the biggest things is that we have just absolutely lost the ability to just calm the fuck down and hear each other and listen to each other. I don't think I'm going to make any damn difference in the entire world. Okay. I got 15, 20 people watching. Whatever. You can take whatever I say with a grain of salt. You can tell me I'm a damn idiot. I don't really care. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow and it has nothing to do with any of this. I've got to get my shit done and I got to make my clients happy in my business.
Yep.
So I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. But what I find very, very strange is that I've seen it. I have friends on both sides, and I usually don't say anything. But with friends on both sides, I have seen my, generally right-leaning friends call left people assholes, fuck off, idiots, libtards, blah, blah,
Snowflakes.
blah, 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 blah. I've seen my left-leaning friends tell people to fuck off, fucking idiots, conspiracy theory shitholes, blah, blah, blah,
Liars,
blah, blah, blah.
whatever.
How much good do you think we're doing to just all call each other names? I'll tell you what, there is legitimate thinking behind people who are conservative. There's legitimate thinking behind people who are liberal. There are legitimate things. You can listen to somebody who you completely disagree with and go, oh, I never saw it that way. I can kind of see what you're saying. And we can listen to each other. That it's not going to happen. I actually don't really have much hope in it. I really don't have much hope in it. But I'm telling you now, it has nothing to do with the politics, nothing to do with the news, nothing to do with like how hardcore can you call someone a name?
Right.
I have seen, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to say this. I just got a weird feeling in my gut because I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have seen people who I respect and I love, and they are friends of mine, say shit on Facebook that is so disgusting to me that I have really gotten some things in my soul that's been like, you are fucking trash. And I've seen it on both sides.
Yep.
Both sides.
Yep.
Because I don't take a side. I'm algebra, motherfuckers.
You are balanced.
I'm getting ready to start the algebra party. The algebra party is, I can understand that people on the left have got a passionate voice about things they care about. And I can understand that people on the right have a passionate voice about things they care about. I'm starting the algebra party, motherfuckers. I'm not on either side, but I've watched my friends who are extremists actually say shit that is so disgusting and dirty and trashy about each other that you, both of you, can fuck off. Both of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with both of you.
Yeah.
Fucking the algebra party. Okay. Where people can actually talk some shit out and understand that people might feel differently than you. And that's okay. Let's talk it out. I've got no issues with that. I'm the party of algebra. Done. So when we have issues like we did yesterday, it really doesn't do any of us any good to start calling all these Trumpers and assholes and fucking blah, 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 all your stupid names, shove them all up your dirty, stinky, fucking shit-infested asshole because you didn't wipe good enough last time you took a shit. So shove it all up that dirty asshole. All of you. All of you. Until we get to a point where we can just be like, well, why did that happen? There are human beings that are legitimate human beings. They have jobs. They take care of their families. They love their kids. They make a good Christmas for their children and then drive all the way to D.C. for this protest. There was millions of people in the streets that did not charge the Capitol building.
Right.
Millions and millions and millions of people. You think those millions and millions and millions of people are all just fucking idiots? Well, you're a stupid idiot for thinking that. They are legitimate people.
Yeah.
Do I think that people who protest other things, do I think all of these other protests we've been experiencing for the last 3 years are just a bunch of stupid idiot fucking people? No, I don't. I want to hear why they're so passionate about it. I want to hear what their take is on what makes them so passionate to be out there. And I want to hear what the passion is for somebody traveling all the way to DC in the last 2 days to go be part of that.
Right.
I'm not saying any of them are right or wrong. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting up off the runway and just listen to why somebody cares so much about something I may or may not agree with, and vice versa. Because until we start hearing each other, this shit is shot. This fucking engine is blown. And it's like everybody just keeps fueling the fire of just like, oh, that person is a fucking idiot. Do you even know that person? Do you even know that person, regardless of whether they're on your side or not? Do you have any idea what they've been through? Just, again, I'm not going to make any difference. I really don't think I am. Other than Well, no, I'm not going to say other than, because I'm definitively saying I will never make a difference in this scenario.
Yeah.
All I will say is that I personally have always encouraged any of my acquaintances or my friends or anyone in my life to just be straight with me, be confrontational with me. I can take confrontational any day over somebody being nice to me when they're actually a shit to me behind my back. I love confrontation. Not that I want to fight. I just love that you shoot me straight. What is it that you think is awful about me, good about me, bad about me? I can go ahead and have that conversation with you, but most people get all intimidated by my personality, and so they won't say anything, but then there'll be a big king behind my back talking about how big of a piece of shit I am, but they ain't got the balls drawn on my bathroom wall. They ain't got the balls to come to my face and talk to me to my face about anything that they have a problem with me, and I don't have any problem with it. I love it. I welcome it, because that's where you get to resolve. That's where you get to a resolve, when people can just talk, even if they disagree. You could actually still walk away from that conversation disagreeing, but at least you talked it out instead of a bunch of backstabbing, name calling bullshit behind everybody's back. It's like both sides. And I'm going to say left and right, both sides are like, we just want peace. Well, neither one of you are doing shit to get it.
Nope.
Except name calling and fucking blah, blah, blah. What about this? You're not doing. Here's how you get it. Go talk to somebody that's the most. Listen. God damn it. Listen. I have a friend that is on the way extreme. I'm not even going to tell you which side. Actually, I got two people that are way extreme on one side or the other. I'm not going to tell you. I have texted him and said, can we talk? I want you on my show. I want to interview you. I want to understand where your head is and how you think. And I want to talk to you respectfully. I want to share time with you. I've done that literally. I don't just say shit like, we just need peace. Oh, that's a great meme, but it ain't doing any fucking good. You can't be the person that sees a homeless guy with no shoes asking for shoes and say to yourself, I wanted to give him shoes.
I thought about it.
I thought about giving him shoes, and then drive home.
Ain't I great? I thought about it.
That doesn't count, sons of bitches. It doesn't count. Go get some shoes and give it to the guy.
Or take yours off.
Otherwise, don't tell me about that. You thought about giving him shoes. Well, I thought about giving him shoes, but I was like, I don't know. He might murder me. Oh, go eat a fucking fat dick.
A fat dick, not just a dick.
Either get the son of the bitch some shoes or shut up.
And don't tell me what you
Don't
thought.
tell me that you thought about giving him shoes.
Doesn't mean shit.
Go get him some shoes.
Get him some goddamn shoes.
What I'm referring to in all of this is, why can't we just be genuine? Why can't we be respectful? Why can't we just be like, hey, I'll talk to somebody I totally disagree with, instead of calling them a fucking asshole, or instead of getting on your Facebook warrior, keyboard warrior shit and telling anyone that disagrees with you to fuck off. Well, you ain't doing no good. You're probably the one that flunked algebra. You fucking flunky. You flunky. Oh, did you do good in other subjects like PE, but you can't fucking pass algebra? You fucking flunky. I'll do some name calling. If you flunked algebra, that's why you're not understanding what's going on in the world. I am fucking done with that. Did you say anything?
No, look.
Yeah.
Jim Davis
like,
says,
speak up, Tara. All right, I'm done. I got it out of my system.
I knew that he was going to be very passionate about this, so I purposefully did not try to interject too much to you, because I knew you'd be that way. I just want to go to the comments for just a second, because I thought I saw some stuff that I wanted to put, and I do have a comment before we change subjects tonight. And I should say it now before I forget.
I missed a
But-
bunch of
Yeah, you did.
comments.
I know. So here I'm going back. So
Okay.
Jim Davis says I had just met a couple who were there tomorrow because you said
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, I accidentally said
See
tomorrow.
how smart that guy is? Look at that guy. They were there tomorrow. The chick got pepper sprayed but survived peacefully. Okay. Because there's shit happening. So over here, Jim, he also says no politics is my policy.
Yeah,
and
I don't do politics.
Julia, right. This is what we're talking about. And you can absolutely disagree and still love one another and have a decent conversation. It's just gotten way out of hand. Ben Russell, he said something really funny. Oh, right here. Well, there's another one later. I'm not right or left. I'm ambidextrous.
There you go.
That's right.
You're algebra.
You're algebra,
Ben.
man. You're balanced.
You're joining my party of algebra.
And then Jim also says, let's raise the peace flag. But then Ben Russell also says Michael Jackson is better than Bruno Mars.
No, he's not, Ben.
Hey, you've got Hamza on here, and now he's a Michael Jackson fan.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to upset Hamza, but
you can still have your face. You can still have your opinion.
Hamza and Ben Russell, of course, I think Michael Jackson is one of the most amazing that has ever lived. I'm just saying his time is done. And so we need to move on. Okay, guys, you Guns N' Roses guys need to move on. You Michael Jackson guys need to move on. And you Led Zeppelin guys need to move on. Let's live now. Like, we're never going to discover the next Michael Jackson unless we let go of the past. Okay, you can still enjoy his music, put his vinyl on if you want. I don't care. You just can't get that shit sounding too hot because vinyl is vinyl. But I'm just saying, I love them. I respect them. I think they're great. But what if there's another Michael Jackson that you miss out on because your head is so far up Michael Jackson's ass?
Like Bruno
Be
Mars.
careful, because Bruno Mars is a fucking badass.
Yeah, he is.
You don't think there was a badass before Michael?
So I'm going to go back to here. Christy Pressler says, can we give props to Tara's facial expressions?
Jared Isaac's one comment tonight is
One
giving me the
comment
middle finger
is
because
one-
I'm telling him to move on from Guns N' Roses.
Right. Four middle fingers.
You're missing out on some great bands because your head is so far up Guns N' Roses ass.
And 10 Tyler said it. I wasn't going to say it, but Tyler says it. Obviously, Michael's time is done because he's dead.
Yes, that's kind of what
that's so
I mean.
sad. Okay, so let me say my comment.
And Axl Rose is dead too.
Let me say this comment before I forget it,
You
because
heard it first
my
here.
train of thought, and give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Don't even try to interrupt me, because I will put my hand in your face
All right, go.
harder than I ever have. So, in addition to what everything Dan just said, which I totally agree with. Obviously, I totally agree with everything he said. It's all balance. It's all kindness. It's all listening to each other. It's all this. But I just want to say one thing. The same way yesterday happened with 1 million people and only a handful were assholes is all these riots that happened over the summer and everything like that. Protest, speak up, say everything you want to, and only a few were assholes over the summer, and only a few of the millions were assholes. That is the greater point that I just wanted to not a greater point, but a point I want to touch on. There are assholes everywhere on every side and every
race.
group. So you get a group that big, you're gonna get assholes regardless. I don't care who they are. You're gonna get assholes that are supercharged and think they can do something they shouldn't. And so that's what happens in large groups. Literally, the mob mentality takes over. And if a handful do it, then a handful more will, and then a handful more. And that's what we saw yesterday. That's what we saw with all the looting and rioting and the burning of cities all summer long. So that is the greater thing. But the majority of people out there, right, left, center, I don't give a fuck who you are. The majority of people on this planet are good. I firmly believe that. The majority are good. And if we can break down our wall, chill out a little bit and listen to each other and actually really understand why everybody is so passionate about whatever they're passionate about, instead of just listening to talk. If you listen to hear and absorb that, you'll understand people better and then maybe make your point. But if everyone would just shift a little bit, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm done.
you're done?
Yeah.
Are you done with me?
Oh, never.
That's very true. That's very true. It's like I heard, and I don't take anything. I don't listen to anything or read anything as Bible. I don't even read the Bible as Bible. Anyway,
That's interesting, right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about some of that shit. Anyway, I heard there was an estimated 3 million people in DC yesterday.
Yeah.
And now all we see is the stupid fuck with the painted face and the fucking
Stop
Viking
making
horns.
him famous. Stop making him
No,
famous.
I'm not trying to make him
No, not
famous.
you,
I'm
not
just
you.
saying.
Everybody who's posting his fucking picture.
So we're looking at this
Stop
dumbass
it.
down in the chambers and all this kind of shit. And it's like, yeah, there was probably a couple dozen or more, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 1,000. But compared to a potential million people, or like I say, I heard 3 million. It's a drop in the bucket for a bunch of dumbasses that thought like this would be a good idea. And people on the right also feel the same way. They're just like, yeah, that was fucking stupid. And I'm sure when people are burning down buildings and burning down apartments and they're being accused of being left, I'm sure left people would be like, that's fucking stupid. I don't believe in burning down buildings, but I can kind of understand why they're so mad. This is a thing. You got to get to a point where we lose all of these details and get to where we're like, why are they so upset? Why? And as much as you want to be heard and what you're upset in, this is like a goddamn marriage. Does anybody feel like the United States is going through a divorce and we're just like the kids? Like,
we're the kids watching.
I don't hate mom. I don't hate dad. I love my mom.
It must be my fault.
And I love my dad. And when they start divorcing, you're like, well, I don't hate either one of them. Well, that's kind of how I feel right now. I don't hate lefts. I don't hate rights. I just feel like we're all going through a divorce and I'm just stressed out. And I just want to cry about it. And I feel like it's my fault.
I'm going to go live with dad.
I'm just going to eat some worms. Yeah, when your parents go through a divorce, generally speaking, you don't think like, I hate my fucking mother.
No.
But I love my dad.
No, it doesn't happen that way.
Exactly what we're fucking going through here. Your mom played a certain kind of role in your life and your dad played a certain kind of role in your life. And sometimes they weren't perfect and sometimes they might have done things that hurt or didn't hurt. But then when they're on their deathbed, you still cry because it's still your fucking mother, even if she did something horrible to you. I don't know. Generally speaking, I'm just talking generally. So it's like, it's not about like whether we hate one side or the other. It feels like a mom and dad fucking divorcing. What the fuck?
It does. That is the best fucking thing I've heard in forever is that. Sorry for the pause. We're getting a private message over here. So sorry. I just want to be transparent. We're all about being transparent. Yes, no, nothing. You
So anyway, yeah, no. I mean, I kind of wanted, I kind of want to get off on it.
Off on it or off of it?
Off of it.
Okay.
I knew we had to talk about it a little bit
We had
because there's
to.
people who are just like, well, I wonder what they think about it. Well, I think you all should have done better in algebra, and learned how to balance an equation, because life is about balancing equations.
Oh yeah.
And that was the mystery of it from the beginning. And balancing equations means you spend some time, getting to know somebody you disagree with, because that'll help you balance your own equation. You can't fucking get all headstrong in everything you think and then be like, I'm right. That's what turns into what we fucking have right now.
And we don't learn if we don't open ourselves up.
Without allowing somebody else to influence you and like, that's good. That's good. That is a good thing.
It's a good thing. Ben's asking if we got a cow yet.
Ben,
We're working
okay,
on
let us give you some updates on Cuddles. All right. So we have had 2 pretty intense conversations with 2 completely different people.
Yes.
One of them is a farmer down in Rogersville that we have asked, can we go talk and can we talk this out? Yada, yada, yada.
Still got his phone number. Yeah.
And the guy's like, absolutely yes. He's my cousin. His name is this. He would love to talk to you guys. We got his number. And that just happened within the last week or two. We also have talked to somebody else who might be willing to go halfsies on Cuddles. Here's the deal. When I said I'm going to pay $50 for that motherfucker, I never said that I might not go in on it with somebody else, which would put Cuddles at about $100. But I still don't know. I still don't know if that's possible. But we have another friend that has the potential of like being able to raise it, keep it, put it on their land. And then we're going to kill that motherfucker after like a year and a half.
Because I don't want to look Cuddles in the eye.
And that's when we're going to have the big barbecue on Florence Street. And we're going to cone off the ends of the streets. And it's going to be tickets to get in. Anyway, we are in negotiations with both of those situations. The Cuddles saga is continuing.
It's continuing. That's the update on Cuddles, ladies and gentlemen.
That's legit.
Oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious.
Listen, did you hear? Okay, let's go fund Cuddles.
We need to go fund Cuddles. Okay.
All right, let's jump over here to what Doug Sims is saying.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. That's him.
Early 20s rock sounded like a hybrid of 90s grunge and not sure what else. Been watching old movies lately. Thoughts, please. Music, please.
Early 2000s. That's what he means. It's early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I really think that it just sort of naturally laid out that way because this whole grunge thing, like the grunge kind of took it all back to the basics. So they're like going back to the cool guitars, the cool amps, the cool sounds, right? Like you may or may not like their music. That's fine. But the same kind of compressors and guitar amps and actual guitars. There's nobody in grunge music that was playing Eddie Van Halen guitars, EVLs or EVHs or whatever those dumb guitars are with that tiny headstock.
Oh, the tiny headstock. Oh,
nobody in grunge music was playing that kind of guitar. It was absolutely saturated with actual real guitars like Les Pauls and Fender P basses and things like that. Including the drums. There was not a whole lot of tama in grunge music. And the grunge music, one of the things that I think worked about it was that they did kind of take things back to the basics. They went back to the same type of engineering, the same type of tube amps, tube compressors, tube microphones. They brought it back and they pulled us out of this wretched gutter that Guns N' Roses brought us to in the early 90s. Just wretched. The kings of wretched, horrible glam rock with Axl Rose and his poofy fucking hairnet sprayed.
Hairnet?
What's it called?
Aquanet
sprayed hair. Go watch the old school Guns N' Roses. He was just as much of a prick dick as...
prick dick?
Yeah, prick dick. I just made that up. He was just as much of a prick dick as Poison ever was. I actually have more respect for that real stupid guy from Poison. Help me out.
Bret Michaels? No. CC?
No, yes, CC. I have more respect for CC than I do for Axl Rose.
Oh, Jared says Guns N' Roses was 90s fuckboy.
No, they weren't.
No,
they was 91.
They was
91 until Cobain came in and put give me a wrestling move.
On that
give me a wrestling move, Jared. Until fucking Nirvana came up with the Superfly camel clutch and pow! And fucking gave Guns N' Roses the Superfly camel clutch.
Superfly camel clutch.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
My publishing company, when I was in Johnny Q Public, we named our publishing company Superfly Camel Clutch Music.
I'm going to put Julia's up here real quick. I feel like 2000s rock sound took the gritty 90s sound and structures and shined it up with some fancy studio stuff.
Yeah, I think
kind of
that's-
exactly.
I agree with Julia
Yeah.
there, and that's what I'm saying to Doug Sims. I
Because
think
another thing about that, I just want sorry.
Pile driver.
Sorry.
yes,
Because,
the pile driver.
because in the 2000s there were new shiny studio stuff things being invented.
Oh
Also,
yeah, technology was happening.
technology was starting to go
And that's
crazy.
why I don't think Doug Sims, he's kind of acting somewhat confused, but I'm just like, it's not really
it's
confusing.
kind of evolution of music.
They took that sort of go all the way back to the grungy, really record your song, really record it. I know there was overdubs. I know
Mhm.
there was like layered guitars.
Right.
I know that the vocals usually probably got sang later, but a lot of 90s music was actually live recordings.
Yeah.
And what I mean by live recordings, for those of you who are not familiar with
We know
recording
it's-
a record,
we
I'm
know
not
it's
talking
recorded.
about live like we are live right now. I'm talking about a lot of bands in the 90s would set up in the studio and actually play the song
Right.
together. And they would work on that song over and over and over until they got the right performance. And
Mhm.
it didn't always mean it was perfect. It just meant that it had a great spirit to it. A lot of songs, a lot of recordings that are happening in the last 20 years have been processed where you put the drum part down, then you have the bass player come and record, then you have the guitar come and record, and then you email that file to your singer and he tries to sing something. It's a completely different deal. Back in those days, it was more like bands would be in the same room and all of them would have to nail that song before they moved on.
Yeah.
That's what you call like live recording.
Because
if that makes any sense.
What you see on recording software now that's cut and splice, they actually did with scissors and Scotch tape. Like that,
which was very rare.
it was rare because it was so difficult and difficult to make it sound worth a shit. So as technology progressed, then things got slick, and then as it got too slick, things went back to basics. Some things went back to basics.
Yeah, it got to a point where whatever, the budgets couldn't allow bands to record that way anymore because that's back when fucktard decided to start giving everybody's music away for free.
Yeah.
What was his dumbass name?
Who's what?
Oh, what was the name of that dumbass that came in and started giving everybody music for free?
There was yeah. What was that?
It's a big name. Somebody, Jared will come up with
The
it.
drummer from Metallica went to court to block it. What was it?
Yeah, what was the name of that company?
Oh my God! Everybody had it. I want to just jump while you're thinking. Travis, hi Travis, good to see you. Who killed Kurt Cobain? Cobain or Love? We don't know.
Fucking. Well,
Yeah, that's a whole other show. Julia says, I clicked on the wrong thing. Dave Platt
Napster.
says,
Thank you, Doug Sims.
Napster. Yes,
Napster.
that's right.
Yes.
I actually, Dave says, I actually recorded a version of Every Rose Has Its Thorn on my first trip to Nashville in '89. That's pretty cool. Super fun. And then Julia, what does she say? GNR was 1987. My senior year was all about Appetite for Destruction, and Axl's hair was in the air for the part of Welcome to the Jungle video. Yes.
I remember sitting in front of MTV just waiting for, I think, Welcome to the Jungle to actually come on when it was still actually a single.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to Travis George.
Yes.
Phil Collins killed Kurt Cobain.
Oops. Phil Collins did. Inside joke. Completely.
I'm the only one that knows this because I read it on my news feed.
On your
Phil
news feed.
Collins actually killed
Right.
Kurt Cobain.
Phil Collins killed Kurt. Let's put that on the headline. So now we should make a meme and everybody can post it and everybody like, oh my God, this must be true. I saw it on the internet.
In somewhat seriousness, and I'm pulling some of it out of my ass, but I kind of do know some of it. Back to Doug Sims again.
Yes.
The Napster thing and the giving music away for free. And that's when the streaming started to kind of start happening and all this kind of stuff. So it made it very hard for record labels to spend $250,000 on a record when somebody was just going to steal it and go for it somewhere else. So of course, all this technology like Pro Tools and everything else started kind of kicking in, and it made it easier to record records for less money. You wouldn't necessarily have to book a gigantic studio to record on Pro Tools. And so bands that still had that legitimate, like, I want to really, really do it, they still had to find a way to compromise. They had to find a way to balance the equation and use some algebra to figure out how they could release a record without it costing too much money. And it might have to include some, you know, some technology that would make it quicker, easier, and fancier. And that's why the music of the beginning of the 2000s was not grunge, no, but it kind of had this, what did he call it? Hybrid feel of it. It kind of was like a hybrid grunge sound from the early 2000s. That's generally speaking why it was like that.
Wouldn't Phil kill
Wouldn't
Grohl?
Phil kill Grohl? That's true. Oh,
That's
nice. Well played. Well played, Travis.
You guys know how deep that comment is? That is
But wouldn't
really
Phil
good.
kill Grohl? Not Cobain.
That's oh my gosh, that gave me chill bumps.
That was good. That was well played.
Oh, well played. We get it. I hope everybody else gets it. I'm not going to explain it because it was too good. I'm not going to explain it. I don't care anymore who killed Cobain.
Gosh.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't care anymore
I
who
don't
killed
care.
Cobain. Yeah, we don't care.
Christy says in the air tonight makes more sense. South, Cobain involved. I'm not sure I know what that means. If that's the type
in the I don't know.
Explain it, or maybe it's a typo or something, but I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Napster.
Napster. I remember that. And I thought it was really cool until I understood why everybody was fighting against it. And then I was like, yeah, let's cut this shit out. Yep. Yeah. Jim Davis says, way to go, Travis G. Way to go. That was like the comment of the year.
Yeah, that was good.
Fucking great.
Why wouldn't Phil Collins kill Grohl?
Meant to make with not South. Okay, so let's go back over. It makes more in the air makes more sense
with Cobain
involved. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Brian, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm assuming you mean adjusting the camera. I don't
Did you
know.
just adjust the camera?
Well, we keep getting messages and I try to just clear it. So I wasn't really adjusting the
that's
camera.
probably
what it is. But good to see you, Brian. Good to see you here.
Or if he's not, sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
Didn't mean that.
Didn't mean to just be that way.
Put Jim Davis's comment up.
Which one? Right here?
Pay attention, Jared!
He was working. How was he
I'm working so hard.
He's working. He's got 2 podcasts now.
No, this is funny because it kind of gets me into another bit
Jared.
that I have got actually on my notes because I'm learning to take notes like good little Jared does.
Aww.
So one thing, and we've talked about it a couple of times, okay, on this show. But y'all got to understand that Tara and I, we probably just could not be bigger fans of Bill Burr. Okay. Bill Burr is like our comic hero.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with Bill Burr yet, and if you don't know, we listen to his podcast. We obviously catch every show. We've never got to see him live yet, but his show on Netflix that's called F is for Family. Listen, it is not a typical basic bitch cartoon that has cuss words in it.
Right.
You know, sometimes you see those kind of cartoons like, oh, here's another cartoon that cusses. Yeah, it's novel. No. Sorry, I had to do a drum solo. That's not what it is. This show is amazing. F is for Family on Netflix. If you are in the age range of like 40 to 60, this show is all about growing up in the 70s. And that's the shtick. And it is totally great. We have watched every single episode that there is. It was created by Bill Burr. Bill Burr was also a stand-up comedian for the last many years before this F is for Family ever came about. Yeah. So we encourage you to check out F is for Family. If you grew up in the 70s,
yeah, you'll be like,
you have got to watch F is for Family. The neighbors that they live by, you will be able to name people that lived on your street in the mid 70s, late 70s that this show totally nails. That's really more what the show is all about. The little redheaded kid that's in the show is kind of loosely based off of Bill Burr's actual personal life. So it's kind of biographical, but it also shows so much ridiculousness that the 70s were. And we are huge fans of not only F is for Family, but of Bill Burr.
He voices over the dad, but it's loosely based on the redheaded kid.
Yeah.
Who is him.
Yeah. Which is,
but he does the voice of the dad. So anyway, go check out F is for Family on Netflix. Please, God, do that. You will be happy.
Was Bill Burr the guy with the show? And he kept getting naked during COVID with guests out at a cabin. I don't
think that was Bill.
I don't think that was Bill Burr. Bill Burr is
he's a COVID stay home guy.
Oh,
so
he's a very
he's got 2 children now, so he's like
he's not a big fan.
I don't think that was him. I'm trying to think of who that. I've heard kind of this story, but I can't.
Maybe it's that other guy that Bill Burr's friends with. That
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, the dude that always takes his
shirt off when he plays.
He might be talking about Bill Kreischer.
It might be because he always takes his shirt off no matter.
And he's
what.
friends with Bill Burr.
And he's good. They have a podcast together.
So anyway, it's not my point. What I wanted to get at, because I was still on my Jared Isaacs, giving him shit. You guys have heard me say many times, not heard me say many times, but you've heard me give Jared Isaacs shit many times, which, by the way, Jared Isaacs has the Audio Roast podcast. They're fucking slaying it. They're doing great. They are Sunday nights at 5:00, and their shows are great. They really feature local musicians, and they play games,
and it's fun.
You still get a little background of the. It's a fun show to watch, and you should go watch it. But you've probably heard me a time or two give him shit about copying me, because one thing that I've been doing from the beginning of these live shows is say things like, "I'm just joking. I'm just kidding, for Christ's sake." And I yell off the mic, right? So then sometimes you'll watch Jared's shows and he'll be like, "I'm just joking."
He has a scream cam. He has a scream cam.
He's got like a scream cam, right?
Sponsored by Just One More.
I'm ready. I am ready. And going back to what I talked about in the beginning of this show, I am ready to confess.
Uh-oh.
I am ready to be real and to be honest. And this is how we move forward in America.
Oh my God. Dan Fritz 2024. What was that noise?
I actually stole all those moves off of Bill Burr.
Boom!
There, I said it.
He said it.
Go back and listen to Bill Burr's podcast, and he will totally scream off mic like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." I totally stole it. So when I give Jared shit for stealing it from me, I totally stole it from Bill Burr.
Hang on.
I'm not an original. Oh, you did not make it way better because your mustache fucks it up. It's like when you like try to go like, "I'm just joking," but you got that big gay mustache. It's not as cool. It's not as funny. It's not as funny.
You might have made it more slick, but it's not more better. I'm just saying.
It's not more better, Jared.
It's not more better.
Stop it. Stop it.
It might be slicker, but it's not better.
You've been riding my coattails for 15 years now.
15?
I'm joking! No, Jared does it just fine. It's fun.
Tell everybody in the comments, Jared, what's the actual name of your new podcast? Because I can't remember the actual name.
Yeah, it's a wrestling podcast, but I don't know the name, but we'll go ahead and promote that motherfucker too.
So put that up there in the comments and we'll throw that up there too. So
yeah,
anyway.
so I rip people off too. You guys,
what
for
else
any of
have
you who
ripped
ever
off?
saw my that's what you want me to go down that
What
road,
else
don't
have
you?
you ripped off?
Okay, so like for any of you who were Machine Gun Symphony fans or ever saw Machine Gun Symphony, was I in the band?
Was I in
the band?
When?
And you like I almost always at every show I would have this moment where I would go into the crowd and I would dance with a girl. I would pick a girl out in the crowd and I would dance with her while I sang to her, and then I would retake the stage. And it was always like this thing that I kind of sort of got known for. I totally stole that too.
Yeah.
I stole that from you too.
Oh, what?
I stole it from Bono on the fucking Zoo TV, the Zoo TV tour live from Sydney, Australia. And he also did it all the time at all of their shows. I totally stole that move too. So we all steal from each other.
Yep. We do. We totally do.
But I still do. I'm just joking. Better than Jared.
Way better.
There's no doubt about it.
Way better.
Recliner Wrestling Review.
Every Wednesday released on YouTube. It's not live streamed. It's an actual like release. Are you doing audio too, I assume? I assume there's
it doesn't matter.
audio version?
You'll have to go find if you're into wrestling
Just
at all.
go
Like
check it
I'm
out.
talking like from the beginning all the way to now. Jared has got this new podcast he's also doing now called the Recliner Wrestling Review, and they will talk about all that kind of stuff.
The graphics are fun because he talks about being, everybody needs another wrestling fan who talks about wrestling like they know what they're talking about. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Pretty cute.
No, I haven't actually seen an episode yet because I think it's literally just coming out.
Just
like
came out
now.
yesterday. Yesterday was the first release.
But we did interview Jared Isaacs on the Unsung Dreamers episode number
38. Wait. I got this. Where the fuck is it? 38. I was right. 38.
Episode number 38. We did an entire interview with Jared Isaacs, and he explained his wrestling background and his love and passion for wrestling. And now
cool
he's
stuff.
got a podcast about it. So
That's right.
he'll be well knowledged. Okay, if you are into it. There won't be anything you could probably get past him that he doesn't already know.
He says if you've noticed, he's quit saying I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed.
Bono from U2 wrote a lyric one time. There's nothing you can throw at me that I haven't already heard.
Oh, what?
And that's kind of what Jared is with wrestling.
He's pretty knowledgeable and he's a big fan, so that's cool. Super fun.
So just to jump a little bit here, Jared says he knows more about wrestling than he does about music. I think he's being completely sincere in that comment.
I think so too. And Ben is challenging him on his.
I'm sorry,
wrestling
guys.
knowledge.
Tara doesn't give you much time to read the comments. You got to be quick.
I put it up.
She just clicks and just
Long
clicks. She
enough.
decides to click and then just click. I didn't even get a chance to reference it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Did before I put it up there.
Where's Josh Poole? I want him as my producer.
Well, I'm trying to produce and be on camera at the same time and be part of the show.
Ben Russell is challenging him to a wrestling knowledge duel.
Yeah, I already had that comment up there, but apparently you missed it.
Yeah, because you clicked it so damn fast. Jared, I think you got an idea for one of your shows right there.
There you go.
Jared Isaacs versus Ben Russell on wrestling knowledge.
Jared says we need a click cam.
Ben Russell, I'm going to warn you, Jared almost went to a school of wrestling.
Yes.
You would know that if you listen to episode number 38 and listen to how he almost went to that school.
.com or anywhere you get your podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah, so here's a couple of exciting things we want to talk to you about before we get too much further down the road. Nerdiest combo ever, no doubt about it.
It's over now.
So with 2021 coming in, Tara and I have been doing unbelievable amounts of talking about things, about directions, about what we want to do, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you got to keep in mind that the Unsung Screamers originally started because of the original lockdown and the original quarantining of like the whole entire planet Earth. And so we were like, well, let's just go live because it can just be the two of us and we can just bullshit on the camera and we'll have some fun. We'll make some jokes and we'll all get engaged here together. And that really was never our focus. It was never our focus to do the Screamers. It was just something we did because it's like, well, let's do it because this is the circumstances that we're at. I mean, we have all quickly forgotten what life was like back in March when it was like creepy and weird and we had to like stay at home literally and be scared to be out on the road because we might get in trouble.
Should we not even go get groceries?
We didn't know if we should, like, do we have enough food at home and is there enough toilet paper?
Oh my God, toilet paper.
And back in those days is when we were just like, well, let's just start doing live shows. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And that's what we were talking about earlier with Julia is like, you know, some of our old shows are shitty. They're dumb. They're terrible. We've gotten better. Okay, whatever. That's fine. But it never really was the focus. The focus was always the Unsung Dreamers interviews and telling the stories of unsung dreamers and the journeys of the not so rich and famous. Now, yes, it was the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. And we'll probably just go ahead and keep that in the slogan because I'm tired of redesigning logos. But
you are? I'm the one doing it.
Yeah, you're the one doing it.
Anyway.
But we're going to start trying to get back into those kinds of things and start releasing these interviews every week and really kind of focus on it. Now, we're not going to just always strictly be in Springfield, Missouri. We're not going to always strictly be in the music business. We've got some really exciting interviews that we're already in negotiations about right now with people that either don't live here or people that don't necessarily do music.
And some of them might have even lived here before.
Yes. And they still have wonderful stories about how their artwork or their business or I don't care, their rock climbing has become something that is like a huge deal to them, but nobody knows their stories. We still want to get back to, in 2021, back to the concept of telling people's untold stories. Okay. And so we're going to diversify it just a little bit and not stay super strict to Springfield, Missouri, but we will still have Springfield, Missouri people. That's fine. I'm not like jumping the shark.
Right.
Is that what, did I use it right?
No.
I don't understand the phrase jump the shark.
No.
I actually don't understand it at all. If I could get Brad Pitt on the show, I would absolutely interview
We're
him.
Trying for that, believe me. Tom Hembry says, or how about doing music trivia and games?
I think that's covered.
I think that's covered here. We're just, no.
I think that music trivia and games are covered. I don't think I could do good at
And
games.
I don't think Jared believes us. Oh, sure you are. Well, all right.
Well, that's fine. I take it as a bit of a encouragement. I'll take that comment as an encouragement to keep it going. But I'll give you one teaser, which a lot of you probably don't care. I'm looking here. If I'm looking at the people here, I don't think anybody's going to know who I'm talking about. If Joshua Poole was here, he would know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if any of you know, but we're
hi, Evan. Evan's here.
We are we're going to be doing an interview really soon with Monty Colvin.
Oh, hang on. Does anybody know who that is?
Well, I'm not going to wait on comments.
I know, but they'll come in because I'm giving a pause and your phone's ringing.
I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
Fonzie, something the jumping the sharks got to do with Fonzie because
Fonzie.
Jared said the Fonz, and now down here it's like, yep, Fonzie, first shark jumper. I still don't understand what jumping the shark means.
Well, we'll have to have a meeting afterwards, and I'll explain to you what jump the shark means because it would bore everybody else. So
Monty Colvin was the bass player of a band called Galactic Cowboys back in the day, and no, not Monty.
No,
Lortz.
Monty Colvin.
Monty Colvin. He's an amazing artist.
Sean's creepy uncle? No, not Sean's creepy uncle. Sean Colvin, singer, songwriter.
Oh,
anyway. Yeah.
No. Monty Colvin is one of the founding members and bass player for a band called Galactic Cowboys. And we are in talks right now about doing an interview with him probably in the next few days. And it's going to be awesome. His artwork is amazing.
Yeah.
His career with Galactic Cowboys was amazing. And and he does not live in Springfield, but he used to live here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll get some fun old school stories. Bought his very first bass guitar at Third Eye Music.
Third Eye. And he's friends with a lot of musicians, or at least he knows a lot of
and went on to
musicians
travel the world in his band. So we're gonna have some fun telling stories like that. I've already told you guys once, and I'm gonna tell you again. I will be talking to the owners of restaurants. I'll be talking to artists. I'll be talking to a lot of people that are just different because I want to still tell untold stories.
And speaking of people who are different,
unsung stories.
Speaking of people who are different, untold stories, whether it's music, whether it's Springfield, whatever, we've got plans to branch out and do different things in different places with different types.
So with that
people.
said,
but we're not ignoring Springfield.
No,
either.
not at all. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with continuing the concept of telling the story of somebody who maybe you wouldn't know their story. And it's 9 times out of 10, it's just as amazing as anybody else's story.
That's right.
So now that things are changing a little
Thanks
bit,
for stopping by, Jim. We'll see you next time.
we're going to get into a little bit of that kind of stuff. Yes, thank you guys for stopping by. A few people are saying goodbye. So love you guys so much for joining.
Absolutely. But stick with us. We're still going to go for a while. And we have.
All right. So let me get a quick background on the Jump the Shark.
Okay.
Yes, the phrase came from an episode of Happy Days when Fonzie was skiing and literally jumped a shark. It was so eye-rolling, it coined the phrase jump the shark, meaning when something is far-fetched or has a lack of quality, it's called jumping the shark. Okay. All right. That helps a little.
That
Thanks,
helps
Jared
a
Isaacs.
lot. Straight from Wikipedia.
Example, the Unsung Dreamers jumped the shark.
Give us an example of that.
Unsung
Bruh.
Screamers. Oh, he's saying the Unsung Screamers jumped the Unsung Dreamers shark.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's always got to say shitty things about us. It's so weird. Like he uses this platform to come on and be smart guy and throw insults at
And we
us
promote the shit
and
out
make
of
me
his
feel
show.
bad about myself.
I know.
You know,
It's kind of like
Um,
storming the Capitol.
I've never
Jeez.
said anything to him to make him feel bad about himself ever. I've talked about how great
Oh!
his mustache is and everything else.
Oh,
I know.
My goodness.
Ben Russell said Jared Isaacs is so mean.
I'm not supposed to eat this.
What did
crap.
we get here?
Look at this. Straight from the riff. He wants to stay off camera, I'm assuming, but straight from the riff. I know you are, Jared. It's awesome. These are
these
I would
sweet
assume
treats?
these are those cheesecake nummies, right? So these are the, oh my gosh, look at that. Straight from the riff, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
Oh,
an
it's gonna
inside
get
story
messy.
real quick is there are some fun things planned for the riff for Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not going
Okay.
to tell you what it is,
Oh,
but I'm saying I've been in talks. And I know that there's going to be some really fun ideas happening Valentine's Day. It's going to be a cool place to go for
Oh my
Valentine's Day. So if you're out there like, I don't know what to do for Valentine's Day, you should highly consider, and it's not even been announced. Nobody even knows what's going on, but you should highly consider checking in to see what the Riff has in mind
ooh,
for Valentine's Day.
mango. Really? Right. He brings a mango, truly. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look, cheesecake, deliciousness, fried.
Man, that is damn good.
I was so hungry. I had lunch, but I didn't have dinner. And this is like,
It is basically deep fried cheesecake.
oh,
Yes.
wow. Look at you. Look at you with the mango. He gives me a mango.
He just tucks behind my chair.
Right. He's all hidden behind. That's why that sofa was put there, was specifically for you.
Hey, I got one other thing.
Hmm.
Did you fucking see today on like, I don't know, Color 10? What's the Color 10 show like that we've all
Live.
played on?
Ozarks
Ozarks
Live.
Today or
Ozarks Live.
The fucking Ducks are coming back to Branson. And I am not okay with this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my crap. Oh, supposedly they got like new technology and their boats, trucks, amphibious bullshit, whatever they call it. They're so much better. Like we're going to reopen and this time people aren't going to die. I just don't know if I'm comfortable with that at all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they just got issued like December 30th of 2020. They just got issued an LLC. And the Ducks are coming back and they're going to fucking open again. And I'm just thinking like, are the Ducks that great that we need to keep forging this issue into Branson? Like, really, is their slogan going to be like, these ducks won't kill you? Raspberry cheesecake chimichangas.
That's right. Julie asked if it was deep fried cheesecake. Kinda. But Tom just answered that question. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
If you can get these
Oh
at the Rip.
my God.
Oh my God.
Somebody on here is watching me eat that and getting excited. I'm just saying. It's adult crack.
Holy crap.
My God. So good. Yeah, they're still warm too. They are still warm.
I don't know what's going on with the bankruptcy.
Mm.
This is like a whole new business and they have whole new
That's how they did it.
trucks, boats. It's like
They probably sold all their shit to the new LLC for $1.
yeah, it's, I'm telling you, Go look it
Oh
up.
my God, that's so good.
The damn ducks are coming back, and I'm not going to go protest it, but I am just not a fan of why we would need to bring I don't understand the draw. Okay. Like, of all the things there is to do in Branson and all the things there are to do in life in general, are the ducks that strong?
Right.
Is you drive? Have you ever done the ducks?
I've never
Any
done
of
it.
you?
I've never done it.
I've
Have you?
done it.
I've never done
Yeah,
it.
I've done it.
Never done it.
You drive around
Yep.
and they tell you some stuff about Branson, and then you plunge into the water and float for about.
Don't say plunge into the water. That's too soon.
Okay,
It's too
okay.
soon.
See, this is
See?
how fucking ridiculous this is. I can't even talk about what they used to be. You go into the water, you float around for about 15 minutes, and then you come out and you go back home, and it's like super expensive. Barb Hensick, yes, I'm done with the ducks too.
No,
I don't know
no,
why.
She says she's done the ducks.
Oh, I've done the ducks. Sorry. Well, I'm saying I'm done with the ducks. So I don't know why we're pushing to bring it back. Like, is there any other attraction we could bring back? Like, I would rather see a company like submarines. Let's do submarines at Table Rock.
Little tiny submarines.
Little tiny submarines, like 2-person submarines where we can like totally float underwater with like glass windows, and we can like float around in submarines on Table Rock Lake. That would be interesting. I don't need another duck, for Christ's sakes.
Al Hutchins says, I did the ducks up in the Dells, good times. Wisconsin Dells, played there, been there, Al. If that's what you're talking about, that's where they actually like started, I think. Anywho. So earlier, Jared says, wait, the Riff delivers? And then Tom says, yeah, we'll deliver to your show for sure. That's like the easiest delivery ever. Just what, 20 steps maybe?
I cannot tell you how damn good this shit is.
It's so good.
It is worth going to that place
It
just to
hit
get you an
the
order
spot.
of these.
I was so hungry anyway.
I'm not joking at all.
Yep. Uh-huh. Right on.
So anyway, ducks are coming back.
They're coming back. They got their LLC.
I will. I really don't think I'm going to do
mango.
it.
I hate mango, but I've never tried a truly mango before.
Unless you guys want me to go ahead and get a ticket in some of the first voyages,
It's actually
and then
better.
I'll film myself. And as soon as we hit the water, I'll just start screaming.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? Why are we going to the goddamn water?
Where's my life jacket?
Just see what happens. I'll probably make the news. I'm guessing I would make the news.
You probably would. And they'd probably turn the boat around and get you the fuck off of there. I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Just bring any attraction to Branson that's not the fucking ducks.
Go, but they're coming back.
They're still talking about calling it the ducks.
I know.
Who wants to do that? It's like they're actually building another Titanic right now, and it's supposed to be ready like in the next year or two. The Titanic 2.
Really? Why would you call it that?
I don't know, but
And why would you build another one?
my kids want me to get tickets and ride it. And I was like, well, we're going down. You know we're going down.
So let's plan on it.
So I'll go ahead and figure out a way to get some tickets on the Titanic 2, and we will die that night. We will die that
Just
night
plan
or
on
the
it.
next night. And even both my kids laugh like, you're probably right.
Yeah. So have they given up on it?
No, it's
They
fucking,
still want it.
It's already
No,
almost
your
done.
Kids. Are your kids?
No, Bono's been asking me like, when are we getting tickets for Titanic 2?
Oh, sorry. We're reading comments. Silence is horrible.
Jared,
Right here.
no, okay. He sent me some songs of his own, and it was late at night, and I didn't take the time to listen to them. I think I even messaged you like, I don't think I'm going to listen to these tonight, but I'm going to, and I still haven't. Not because I don't care, because I kind of forgot, and I've kind of been stressed out over Christmas.
Kind of forgot.
And New Year's and all that jazz. I will go back to those messages and listen to those songs.
Right on.
So no, they weren't bad at all. I still haven't got to listen to them.
So no, he just wanted that affirmation right here.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I should get that picture and put it up there for the jump the shark thing. That's the Fonz on skis.
Okay, just that picture
Just the picture alone
makes the entire phrase make sense.
Yes.
So people say the Fonz jumped the shark
Yes, that's what he said. It was from a
because
Happy
he said
Days.
this is so like cheesy for how cool he
Yeah,
used to be. Okay,
yeah.
I get it now. I
See,
get it.
so that's what. See, here's the thing. I was going to explain to you, jump the shark, but I didn't know it came from Happy Days. I knew what it meant, but I'm
just looking at this photo over here, going,
Yeah,
I completely understand the phrase "jump the shark"
because it explains everything. So I'm going to grab that real quick and get this on here. Excuse me.
All right, I think we should maybe do a thing with like our listeners. You guys are always here every week, and I think we should all start talking about putting together a trip to Branson, and we're all gonna ride the ducks together.
Right. Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's buy. Oh man, I almost made a horrible joke.
Boom! Look at that.
There's the Fonz jumping the shark. All right, I get it. I get it now.
In his leather jacket. Oh my God.
I get the phrase now.
All right. Because he could do anything and he was so fucking amazing. Ugh.
Let's get a group trip and we're all going to ride the ducks together.
And we should do an Unsung Dreamers duck ride and all get our t-shirts. Get some Unsung Screamers t-shirts.
I can't believe them sons of bitches are opening up more ducks. I don't care how state of the art your boat is. Just we need to forget about this. Yeah, Brian's like, fuck that, no ducks.
Yeah, fuck no ducks.
I'm with you. I was just making jokes. I was being funny.
Yeah, I don't have time to put Jared's face on that picture. Sorry, Barb or Ben. Sorry, Ben. I don't have time to do that.
Shane Jennings will do that.
Yeah, get Shane Jennings to make that happen. So I can't do that. Unswum. Oh, unswum screamers. Al says, unswum screamers. I have to say that slowly.
Hashtag fuck ducks.
Hashtag fuck ducks. All right.
Oh my gosh.
That almost sounds gross if it's out of context. Anywho, yeah. So we're gonna put together a road trip. That's what we'll do to go ride the duck. We'll all have 14 life jackets on.
Got just a couple more things before we go. For some of you who sit at home and you post on Facebook, like, give me a good movie to watch. You need to watch. Listen, I'm not kidding here. If you haven't seen it already, you've got to go on Netflix and watch The Battered Bastards of Baseball. This is one of the coolest movies I've seen in a long time. It's kind of a documentary.
It is a documentary.
Well, yes, it is a documentary.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it is so great. I grew up with guys like this. It's like my dad worked at Anheuser-Busch Brewery pretty much most of his life.
I'm having
and
one.
All of his friends, as well as himself and everybody, they were a different breed, man. When you just knew when you met a brewery worker, right? Like they were different kinds of people. They just didn't give a damn. They just were like, whatever, fun. We called them Hoosiers in St. Louis, which Reed Smith Heron would understand what I'm talking about there. I ain't talking about the other Hoosiers that play basketball.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were just crazy dudes that didn't give a damn, and I have a ton of stories about them, and I will eventually tell a lot of those stories to you guys. But this movie is about a privately owned baseball team,
An independent baseball
independently
team. Minor league.
From up in Oregon. And they did not buy into any of the shit that you're supposed to buy into.
They were not a farm team for any major league team.
Okay, right. But they also, and the just dudes were just coming in, just beards, fucking beer bellies. They were beer drinkers. They were just smoking. They didn't give a fucking shit. And they actually became the best minor league baseball team, bar none. They were slaying it. I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Stop. I was going to say, stop it.
But it is the Battered Bastards of Baseball.
And you'll be surprised, but let's not give it away. But you'll be also surprised.
Yeah, there's people involved in it that you'll know.
That you'll know who they are.
You'll know.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Incredible. Was it the Portland Mavericks?
Right.
It's an amazing movie. So if you guys are kind of like, oh man, I need a movie to watch, The Battered Bastards of Baseball is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
It's worth watching.
And I actually think
I would watch it if I were you.
You'd watch it. I actually think that the Mavericks is the team that they came in after. I think the Mavericks are the team that was there before, that was an affiliate of a major league team. Am I mistaken, or are you mistaken?
The Battered Bastards of Baseball were the Mavericks.
Were they? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You're right.
I've already gone on eBay to, I'm
shirt?
interested in buying one of their team photos.
Okay. You're right. You're correct. All right. Fair enough.
The Mavericks.
I'm still trying this mango.
And also, throw out another thing. If you've noticed any kind of tone that's been a little bit different between Tara and I both, we'd like to let you know of a book we're reading that is freaking amazing. Did you get your picture ready?
I did.
Jordan Peterson. I know he's a controversial guy, but I'll tell you what, he's smarter than you. I don't care who is watching. Jordan Peterson is smarter than you.
He is.
And in a good way. He's smarter than anybody I know.
Way smarter than most people.
But he's got a book that's not too long ago recently been released. It's the 12 Steps. You got it.
Right there.
If you guys like
it's 12 rules for life, an antidote to chaos.
The 12 rules for life. It's an antidote to chaos. Listen, it'll take you 5 times over to read this book and understand what he's even saying. It's 1,000 times more complicated than the Bible.
There's Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. We missed you.
But if you have an open mind, if you have an open heart, if you want to learn how to do better in your life, if you want to learn how to be more fulfilled in your life in a completely different way that has nothing to do with religion, has nothing to do with a bunch of bullshit that people tell you, like, oh, you need to just be more positive and you'll be happy.
All the positive memes that people post. Yay, that's great.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Yeah,
there is this is a great book, and we are in the middle of reading it right now, and we basically read with audiobooks because we don't have time to sit and read a book. So when we're working at our shop, we've been listening to this Jordan Peterson book every day for the last 30 days. So it's great. I've been on it for upwards of 4 weeks now, and I still haven't gotten past chapter 6 because I got to go back and I got to read chapter 1. Well, listen to chapter 1 6 times before I understand what he's actually saying.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic freaking book. And Jared's like, what's the book, you stupid idiot, by Fritz Family?
See how he did that? He brought you back to the earlier rant that you went on about calling people names. See what he did there?
Oh,
that's why it's in quotes.
You stupid idiot. Have I called anyone a stupid idiot?
No, you were talking about people.
I probably have.
Or Jared's just being a dick. I can't really tell. So let me just say,
he is a dick.
He could just be being a dick right there, because a book title should be in quotes or underlined.
So I'm just telling you, this Jordan Peterson book is fantastic. It will change your life. It will change the way you think about everything.
Yes.
And if you're ready for something like that, if you're ready to kind of like get a little bit of like, different ways of thinking in your life, I would highly recommend this Jordan Peterson book. My 19-year-old son, Elvis, is also reading it. It's great. Even the Gen Z loves Jordan Peterson.
Yes. And we don't get any fucking kickbacks or anything. We just love this book, and we want everybody in the whole freaking world to read it.
And The Battered Bastards of Baseball is a great movie. Go watch that. And Guns N' Roses is dead. Axl Rose is dead. Breaking news right here on the Unsung Screamers. Axl Rose is dead.
Oh my God. What is going on? Are you sad about that? This is fake news. Is it fake news?
Huh?
I'm broken up.
Yeah. Are we broke up? He's still with us. We're going to wrap it up.
It's
Axl Rose is not physically dead. He's just he's relevantly dead.
He's relevantly dead.
He's relevantly dead.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And you shouldn't keep listening to that music. You should try to learn to listen to something else. And my son Elvis actually had a great review of the top 10 best records of 2020. And it's great. So you just go check out his YouTube page. Elvis Aiden, I think is what it's called.
It might just be Elvis Fritz.
Or it might be Elvis Fritz.
On YouTube. But he does really cool reviews and stuff.
He does great reviews.
A lot of the music I hadn't even heard of, so it's great. I love
his top 10 records from 2020.
Stephanie says she needs a coffee cup. Well,
they're available.
You know what?
Did you get the picture of Stephanie with her shirt on to show on the show tonight?
No.
Damn you, Tara!
I'm an idiot.
I want a divorce! And I want it speedy!
You want it speedy.
And I don't want it to cost any money!
Well, they're right there. Right. This is I think it is. You can go to our website, unsungdreamers.com/shop, or just go to the website and just explore, and you'll find a place to buy this beautiful little coffee cup. Ours are on our way.
Yeah, we'll have them next week.
And t-shirts and all kinds of other fun stuff that you can go to the store. And I know you're taking a deep breath, but I'm absolutely going to promote this shit for just a minute. So
no, that's fine.
There's all kinds of stuff right here. There's like the, I shouldn't click on that. I should click on this. There we go. Look at that. You can still click on that and it makes it work. Unsung Dreamers t-shirt, the Unsung Dreamers t-shirt. You can also, this is so technologically cool right now. I am so excited about
We're not near as advanced as Jared.
No, not nearly. So, whatever. But
we don't know how to play a song backwards. That's nutty.
Yeah. And this is not Stephanie in this t-shirt, but this is the Unsung Screamers t-shirt. I'm going to make that bigger.
Which Stephanie has one.
Yes, she has one. So I'm just going to put that up there completely right now for a minute. Look at that. How
Ben
cute.
says Jared should drink coffee out of that cup on his show, but I'll tell you what, Ben, he won't do it. He won't do it.
He won't?
No,
that's crazy.
Won't.
Oh my gosh, we're going to go back to the cuddle shirt. We still got the cuddle shirt. We've that's all right.
Oh, and also for some of you who are a little bit confused, because this happened years ago, way before we started Unsung Dreamers, way before Unsung Screamers. My son Elvis wrote a book when he was like 9 years old. He actually did all of the illustrations himself. Everything in the book is illustrated himself. That cover photo right there that you see, Elvis drew that drawing when he was 9 years old. And the entire book is totally filled with, every single page is his drawings. And it's an awesome story. There's a big story behind why it's called Will He Ever Be? It says written and illustrated by Elvis Fritz, but I'll be honest with you, I think his mom helped him a little. But maybe not that much. She swears to me that she didn't, and I don't know if I believe her, and we're in a big cahoots about that. It's an addendum to our divorce that we're still working through. I'm kidding. Anyway, Elvis did write and illustrate this book, and it is available on Blurb. And it was when he was 9 years old, and he is currently 19 years old.
Right. So
this book is 10 years ago, written by Elvis Fritz right here in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah. So if you go to our website, it will give you the link to go get it at Blurb. So just so you're not confusing anybody, you can totally go to the website, unsungdreamers.com, and just click the thing that says buy stuff, and you can find this page right here.
And one last thing we wanted to leave you with.
All right.
So Tara and I have a new idea for a TV show, and we want you guys to take this idea home with you, and you put some thoughts into it, and maybe next week we'll talk about it a little bit. But I think we're really onto something. If we could make millions, we're going to share it with the 13 people that are watching the show right now, including Tom, who is sitting behind us. We're going to split our millions with all of us 14 people. Well, we're down to 12. We're down to 11.
Everybody's
so
dying.
You guys
They're
keep
like,
leaving. You don't get part of the millions of dollars.
Of the millions, so
So you remember the like Rock of Love or whatever it was that like Bret Michaels did, where he's trying to like find a girlfriend? You remember that show?
Oh yeah.
It was big, made lots of money, right? And with as crazy as the world is today, we are pitching a TV show. If anybody knows a TV person or somebody who wants to like, make this happen, or know somebody who can make it happen, we're going to pitch a show that's going to be called something along the lines of Steal My Wife.
Husband.
My husband. Yeah. Steal My Husband. It's going to be Steal My Husband.
In the title
I
range
fucked it up.
of the title. Oh my gosh, the title range of "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" It's "Can you steal my husband?"
Can you steal my husband?
Can you steal my husband?
Is going to be the name of the show. So we're going to get like
So here you
10, we're going to get like 10 girls on the show who are wanting to steal me from Tara. So they have to like do these things that would make me think that they would be a better wife than Tara is.
Mhm.
And so Tara is actually going to be part of the show.
Right.
So when the 10
It's
girls
called "Can you steal my husband?"
Yeah. So when the 10 girls come into the house, like we'll get one of those big expensive houses in Beverly Hills for the filming. Or
Yeah,
something.
we'll just rent that shit.
So when the girls come in, they are met by Tara, and Tara explains to them how to be an awesome wife to me.
Mhm.
Like, here's what he likes. Like, you're going to have to, when he's ready to listen to Willie Nelson at 2 a.m, you're going to have to be there for him. You
better stay awake.
You got to stay awake. You might have to drink yellow beer. That this is what he likes. And all these girls are going to be like, okay. And their competition is to steal me away
Mhm.
from Tara. But Tara's going to be their coach on trying to steal me. So then we go through eliminations like all these kind of shows do, to where at the very end, there's going to be a girl that I think is like, this one could steal
she
me
could do
from
it.
Tara.
She could do it.
And then there'll be that boom. And you got to wait. Maybe there'll be some fucking rose, or maybe it'll be a ring or
Yeah, we
divorce
gotta figure-
papers.
Maybe
We're going to have to get into the
we gotta
legality of
figure
it all.
out the actual.
But
thing.
all the girls are competing to be my wife, and they have to steal me from Tara.
So Al Hutchins says, "Why they got to be girls?"
They don't have to
And
be
then
girls.
Ben Russell says,
Great point,
wait.
Al.
Ben Russell says 9 girls and Jared.
9 girls and Jared. That's fine too. If Jared wants to steal me from you, he'll have to come compete.
Love the fact that Tara Lynn Fritz thinks anyone is better than her. I see the fact.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think anyone's better than her. Like, my whole thing is like,
Maybe there are.
there is not a more perfect wife for me than Tara, like not even close. So then that's what would make the show funny. Huh?
Zero chance.
Yeah, there's zero chance of you winning, but that's what's going to up the ante.
Oh, boom. Boom sauce.
Stephanie Cagle is so right.
I got
We
you.
actually talked about Shania today when we were talking about our show. Like, if Shania comes on the fucking
We're
show,
fucked.
we're going to have trouble. Can you
Yeah.
imagine if we got some celebrity girls that would want to steal me from Tara? So now I'm down to the final episode, right?
Right.
And it's Shania Twain and Tara, and I have to give the rose or the ring or whatever, because picking Shania would mean I have to divorce you.
That's true.
Like, she would be a better wife than you.
Right. That's what it would mean.
That's the premise of the show.
Of course. Tom Hembry says there's no chance this is getting on TV.
Yeah,
As
this
he
is
went
a
outside.
fucking great TV show. Tom Hembry is wrong.
Ben Russell says Tom Bomb. Yeah, Tom Bomb. Totally. Oh, Doug Fuller says, how about Nancy Pelosi?
Oh, Nancy. Whoa. Dude, the fucked up world that we live in right now would love this TV show.
Oh, it'd be great.
Like, I'm going to spend the first 4 episodes totally picking Tara. I don't care where the
Hi,
girls are.
Mark. Mark LeBrock says Jared
But
Isaacs
then-
would win.
But then the more and more we get into it and we tell the stories, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, if season 5, Shania Twain showed up
Season
as one
5.
of the 9 girls,
Oh, my God.
then
Yeah.
everybody would be like,
Oh, it's over.
oh,
It
this is the shit.
Over. I can't wait. Can't
Even
wait.
when I was dating the other girls, I would probably end my relationship with them by saying, you're no Shania.
Right. Oh.
It's like, well, what about Tara? I was like, fuck Tara. You're not even a Shania. I'll just fucking give them the bad news.
All right.
Just like, this is the bad news.
That's right.
Shania's going to end up here. And then at the very end, I'm going to have to pick between Shania and Tara. And it would be a great show. You guys know you would watch it. Call all your TV producers that you know and anyone
And
you know
let's
in
do
the
this.
industry that can make this TV show happen.
Let's make the pilot
It will be fucking great.
and make it happen. Make it happen.
Stephanie, she might have been shaking, but maybe I like that. Tara doesn't shake.
She was talking about Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Shania Twain.
No. Nancy was not in good shape.
I don't
last
think
night.
Nancy's going to make it on the show.
No, maybe not. I don't think she's your type. Look at this. Al says, bye, Shania.
Bye, Shania. Oh, can you imagine the ratings of people watching whether I'm going to pick Shania or Tara? And then at the end of the show, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, Shania, Man, I had some great times with you. But you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Wait, that line has already been taken. You can't.
I'll
use
steal
that.
it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Jared says, whose bed have your fuzzy pants been under?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this show is going to blow. It's going to blow. We live in a fucked up, our world is so fucked up now, we need a show like this.
Ben Russell says, Team Tara.
No, I'm Team Tara too. The whole premise of the show
That's kind of the point.
is that I will not leave. I'll have one of those interviews in the beginning of all the intros. Like, I will never leave my wife. Just, there's no way it'll ever happen. So then all these girls will be all like, I could win him over. I could win him over. So they'll all come audition for the show. And you better be willing to dig a hole and change an alternator and fucking play some Willie Nelson, fucking have some yellow beer, be as beautiful as you are, be as sexy as you are, have the right toes. Everything is perfect about her. So that's going to be the premise of the show, is just like, I will not leave her. So then the auditions are going to be, what the hell was that?
Like,
the Holy Spirit just joined our show.
Just
Did
flew
you
in
see
front
that?
of the camera.
Did you guys see that? The Holy Spirit was here just 2 seconds
Just
ago.
saw it. I saw it.
Blessing our
the
TV
idea.
show
Blessing
idea.
the TV show idea.
So then all these bitches will be coming in from all over the world, just like he doesn't know. He thinks that Tara girl.
Oh, really?
He doesn't know. I could win him over. And if you win me over, you get $1 million. Not only do you get me as an amazing husband, you also get a cool meal. We're going to make so much money, Tom. You know it. Yeah. Let's do it.
I think they're reacting to the fact that the Holy Spirit just flew in front of the camera.
The Holy Spirit was here.
Yeah, we saw it. Jared
Dan does like toes.
Dan likes toes. Yeah. Well,
so you guys stay tuned.
He likes good toes.
Can You Steal My Husband? Is that what it's called?
You Steal My Husband? Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Well,
awesome.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make so much money.
We are.
And
TV guy back here is like,
no, TV guy. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Tom's not big on shock.
Safe, Tom, stop playing it safe. Let's do this.
No, Tom's not really been big on shock TV, but he's been very successful at TV.
Right.
I will say that. But
Sure.
Not so much the shock guy.
Not the shock idea. All right.
Imagine if somebody would have pitched this idea before Jackass was a thing, and they were like, "We're gonna put bottle rockets up our asshole. It's gonna be a great show." And someone like Tom would have been like, "Nope, not gonna happen."
Well, since you started talking about this show,
but he wishes he was endorsing them
5
checks
more
now.
People watching, so
Try to Steal My Husband. Be looking for it soon on NBC.
Can you
CBS
steal my husband?
Can You Steal My Husband? NBC, CBS, ABC. Somebody call me.
Right. Send it out there.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna totally make out with these girls and everything. I'm gonna go on dates with them, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know, you don't kiss as good as Tara. Sorry, you're gone.
Just like Rock of Love, the whole time he had a freaking live-in girlfriend.
Because
or a
I
wife.
can kick these girls off the show for the tiniest things.
Tiniest, literally.
I am already
the tiniest things.
Careful.
Sorry.
I am already like insanely happy. So you're gonna have to have every single line. So I can kick them off the show for like having the wrong color eyes. Like they could be like the greatest girl ever and be like, yeah, but I don't like blue eyes. So I'm going to kick you off the show. Dang. So I can just kick them off for the most shallow, stupid reasons. And that's what everybody will hate me for.
Right.
But then it'll be like, yeah, but you didn't steal me. You didn't steal me.
Oh, that's a great show idea now.
Season 2. Like I could literally get down to Tara and Shania Twain. And then
we've already talked about this.
I know, but when we're standing there and I'm going to be like, I'm having a hard time making up my mind. And so what I've decided is I need both of you to just get on the scale.
Oh.
And whoever weighs less is who I'm going to stay married to.
Oh my God, shallow guy.
I'm joking.
You didn't even pull off the mic for that one.
I've had a great time this week. Stay tuned to the Unsung Dreamers podcast on Facebook, which is a little bit different than the Screamers. We got Joshua Poole coming up next week on our show, and it's going to be fun.
Release date is January 15th, Friday.
January
8 a.m.
15th. It was a really, really, really fun interview with him. He's a super cool guy. That's coming up next Friday, and we'll be bragging about Joshua Poole on our Facebook page
all week. Just
week.
Get ready to be flooded.
All week this week. His son's an amazing artist. He has an amazing story about his father, and amazing stories about meeting his heroes when that's what he set out to do before he even.
And he's got a really cool job.
Yeah.
Nobody knows this. All right. So.
Yes, Jared Isaacs, I would kick those bitches off for liking Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
I'd be like, man, you are almost as good as Tara, but you like Guns N' Roses, so you're gone.
Side note, Tara, her boobs are bigger, so she gets an extra 5 pounds when it comes to the scale.
All right, I'll give him a 5 pound, what do they call it in football betting?
Handicap?
I'll give
a boob bonus.
A boob bonus.
I like that.
I'll give him a 5 pound handicap on that. But other than that, if your boobs are small, I'm out because I've got the perfect wife. So this is what's going to be great about the show. You guys are already wound up about it.
That's right.
I'm making you feel uncomfortable already. How great of a TV show will it be?
It'll be
it's
awesome.
going to be awesome. And
It'll
I'm
be
going to
so
be worth
good.
millions. And I'm going to share it with the last 15 people left on the show
That's
right
it.
now at 156. You all are going to get a piece of it. Thank
That's
you so
it.
much.
We are going to sign out right now, and we'll see you next Thursday live. Who knows what the fuck we're going to talk about, but be watching the Unsung Dreamers for a new episode to drop tomorrow. Did I say that out loud? I said that out loud.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Oh! And then Josh Poole next Friday. So we'll love you. We love you. We'll see you next Thursday. Woo!